Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Idle Musings of the Nerd Mind. My name is Richard, and this wonderful lady right
And
here is
Joy in the house. Thank
Joyce in
you
the
for
house.
having me back on the show, Richard.
Oh my,
I
whatever,
know.
whatever. Like, oh, like having you on the show. Oh wait, what? This is your show too, okay?
I
All
mean,
right,
it's fun to
all
pretend.
right. I mean, come on. So tell us, Joy, tell us
Yes.
about GalaxyCon. Tell me about what is going on
Yes.
in Austin.
Okay, so y'all, it is going down. It's going to be September 1st to the 3rd at the Austin Convention Center. And I've just posted the other day that Brent Spiner,
I
Zeta
saw.
from TNG just got
Mm-hmm.
announced. And also Captain Shaw from Picard.
Oh,
Hello.
you better hug him. You
Oh
better
yeah.
hug him.
Oh yeah. If I could just have them all like in the room, like I will be so happy. So
Yeah,
that's
that's gonna
going
be
down.
fun.
Apparently they still have 10% discount. Think that's
Oh,
ending soon. So y'all, if you are in Austin or want to make a trip out, please do. It's gonna be super fun. So
absolutely.
excited.
It it is a lot of fun. I've been
Yeah.
before,
Yeah, it's gonna
and
be cool.
I got the one I love the most. The picture I love the most that I still have
Hmm.
is of Norman Remus from The Walking Dead. Daryl.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
one of my favorite pictures, and
Mhm.
um, I don't know if people watched Firefly or Serenity.
Yes.
Um, the girl who kind of had the powers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I took a picture with her, and she was also the Terminator, the female Terminator in Sarah
Yeah.
Connor Chronicles
Okay.
Terminator.
Yes.
And I just love her. She's been in so much stuff. She's been in The Dollhouse,
Mhm.
by Josh Wheaton, and I've just seen her in so much stuff. She's
Wonderful.
just
So fun.
such a wonderful.
Yeah.
She's such a fun
Yeah.
person.
Well, they
So
are really stacking it. They have like so many folks coming through this year for Austin Galaxy Con. So y'all, I would love to see y'all there. So please do check it out. And I'm not
well,
even I'm not an affiliate. So they're not giving me kickbacks, but they should. So I should
right,
talk about this. But
right.
really, it's just because I want y'all to come. It's going to be so much fun.
Well, I need
Mhm.
to write a note to somebody, but first I need to find out who I need to write that note to. So I'm just saying. I'm
Yes.
just saying. Don't you treat Joy like that. Come here.
Give her a
Come
kickback.
here.
Give her something. Something.
Right, something. Oh my goodness.
I'd like a
Well, we're good.
communicator. Actually, honestly, if somebody could just give me a communicator.
Right,
Yeah.
thank
Just
you.
give me a
The
little.
flip.
You
You want the flip
know. No,
one, right?
I want the tap phone.
Because
I
they
know.
made fun of. They totally made
I
fun of
know.
that.
I love it though. I
Oh
mean,
my
I
god.
would take a flip one. I would. Don't get me wrong. But anyway,
Right.
enough about
We-
that. What's going on with you, Richard? What's
Oh
new?
my goodness. I've just been getting ready to go back to college because it starts next Monday. So I'm just making sure I have all the right classes, financial aid, get
Mm,
my books,
oh my
all that,
goodness.
all
And
that
y'all,
stuff.
he decorated. He's been decorating also. His room.
Right? You can see. I finally. Oh,
Looking
wrong way.
beautiful. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
finally.
So nice.
Finally, I don't have to put that
Nice.
screen there and hide all my boxes and everything. Now I put my
Beautiful.
boxes away and
It's
and
beautiful.
took out what I needed to and all my artwork. So, yay!
Love
I'm
it. Nice and well
excited.
settled in your home, right? Which is nice.
Yeah, and I could come in Monday from
Mhm.
college and school, and I don't have to have like a box fall on my head like it did this Sunday. Because I just kept towering it up, but it was empty It was like one of those crates, one of those.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
it hit
That
me.
was the motivator. That was your cue. That was like the time has come to get rid of these boxes up in here. Okay.
Well, as you know, as my neighbor is probably scared because I'm like, I hate you.
I have a habit of saying to inanimate objects, "Your mama."
That's it. That's it. I'm gonna have to start using it.
Literally,
Right.
it's great. It's fantastic.
Right.
Oh
Because
my gosh.
it's better. That's better and nicer than what I say. Because
Well,
I will call
And then honestly,
everything.
you're not really talking about anybody, but it makes you feel better, right? 'Cause-
Right. There you go. Oh my goodness.
Not really.
Oh my god.
All right. So, also excited
Yes, ma'am.
for coming up, Blue Beetle. This Friday
Yes.
will be in
Yes.
theaters. Richard reminded me that I'm available on Friday and I can take myself out, so that'll be happening this Friday.
Yay! Yay! We want to hear a report from Blue Beetle.
Oh, wait,
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Huh?
It looks really good.
And you know what? One thing, and I don't know if people go on our Facebook page, but I really love what they said is that they really get the Latin community and culture in this. And I just thought that was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
It was just fantastic. I'm just like, it was kind of the same thing with kind of also Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales and also Black Panther.
For sure.
Absolutely. So anyway, I love it.
I'm excited.
And the other one, Everywhere All at Once.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's such a good. Oh my god, it's so good.
Like I'm anticipating more of the comedic interaction of the family,
Yeah.
They're leaning more into that, like the comedy and how it's just like they're just like, what is going on? Like, who are you?
Mhm.
It's gonna. I will report back. So
please do. I want to know the whole thing. I want to know. Well, not the whole thing.
Well, you need to see it too. Okay, so you need to see it. And then
I do.
Dish.
I
do.
I do. The one movie I really want to see is The Voyage of the Demeter. And and I love that they did that. It is scary. And that would be mine. That would be all mine. Because you're like, I am not going to see that. But I love what they did. They took a chapter out of Bram Stoker's Dracula, and it's about how Dracula got from where he was to England. And on this trip, it's such a good read. That's a really good read, and I'm so happy that they took that chapter and they're doing it, because I remember even reading it going, God, this is so interesting. This would be such a great movie.
Get more in depth with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That particular aspect of his voyage, of his journey, like the beginning, almost like the beginning. Very cool. Yeah, you enjoy that and you report back, because
I will definitely do that. And it's so funny. Like, one of my friends didn't really hear about it, and he's just like, oh, is it like Twilight? And I'm like, no. No, there's no sparkle pyres, okay? They're not cute. This is an ugly, evil Dracula who is trying to eat people because he's hungry. All right? There ain't no like, oh my God, is my hair gorgeous?
No.
Am I sparkly in the sunlight? Because I'm a sparkle pyre. But y'all can make fun of me because I have them all.
Of course. on Blu-ray. Hello. I know. We know you. We know you. So we, if ever there is a shortage, who to call. Be like, Richard.
Right.
Okay.
I got them all on Blu-ray. You're welcome.
He's got them all.
I got them all. Got some special edition ones too.
So Voyage of the Demeter, we got the Beagle, and then small screen. I know we got Lower Decks season 4 coming up.
Yes, Lower Decks. Yes, man. Oh, Ahsoka next week.
Oh my gosh, is that next week already?
I think it's next week. Let me look it up. I don't want to lie to people because they're gonna.
You will get called out if we give in the wrong.
Right. So I'll be like,
y'all know half the time we're like, wait, what is it? So you need to help us if we.
Right, please. I'm like down there. Just make a comment. You ain't gonna get hurt.
It's like, wait, yeah. Somebody tell us when Ahsoka's coming. It's soon though. It's definitely. I feel like it's more promotion around it now. It's like kicking up a little bit more. So it should be coming. Anyway.
I'm super excited. I'm looking it up real quick. Oh my god. I know. Okay, when does it say? Here it is. Oh my god, and it's gonna be 2 episodes. Back to back.
On the opening day?
August 23rd.
Stop it. Y'all.
August 23rd.
I don't know how that skipped me. Well done. Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up because I would have been gone by.
They are showing the first 2 episodes.
Awesome.
So.
All right. So we're going to have lots to talk about next time.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we are because, oh my God, we do it every other now Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And oh my goodness, that means we would have seen 3 episodes.
Whoa.
Yeah, because next, well.
So it's coming out on Sundays.
Oh.
Is it 23rd?
Is it 23rd? Let me look.
No, wait, I don't know. Now you're asking me math.
It's on Wednesdays.
Thank you. Help us.
Yeah. The 23rd.
I'm in the weeds.
People, come on. Come on. We're counting on you. Don't make us look bad. God. We are right here.
Wednesday, Ahsoka is.
I'll be up.
Richard will see it as when it hits like 12:01.
Thank you. I'll be like this.
So y'all know.
Yeah. That'd be me.
It was amazing. So just watch our Facebook page. You'll see if Richard has seen the first 2 episodes, but he will be the first everywhere to see.
I will. I'm putting it out there. I'm doing my duty. I'm working. Yeah. All right. I'm working for y'all. All right.
Because out of love. I will just tell and say I did see Barbie last week.
Shall we talk about it? I haven't seen it yet, but that's okay.
I just wanted to let folks know that I saw it, and it's amazing. I literally laughed out loud. I was laughing so loud, and I was grateful that other people were laughing because I was at the Alamo. Again, we love to shout out the Alamo, and you will get.
We love the Alamo.
It was loud.
Thank you.
Everybody was loud, so I was grateful because I literally laughed out loud, and it was so funny. It was so thoughtful. I love the journey that both Barbie and Ken had to go on. I mean, there's lots of layers of just societal issues and constructs, and it was so well done. It was just lovely. It was a good time. So
I haven't seen it,
even though it already had like a thumbs up, but I'm giving it my own thumbs up as well. So
okay, how about this? Are we gonna do out of 10 or out of 5? Like how many joys laughing?
It was a full 10 for sure. Definitely.
All right then. I have to see it. One of my friends, Drew here, my Star Trek, friend, and hi Drew, if you're watching. Oh my God, he went all out. He colored his hair blonde like Ken. Yeah, and it was like a group. It was a group of gay boys that descended upon the theater. I don't know if they all colored their hair blonde or not, but
So the thing I loved, I was telling folks, because like, it took me a while to get to it, but I went with folks. So two of my friends who I went with had seen it already, and everyone was like, "I want to see it again" because it was so good. And it was great. We were just remarking that we knew like the first round, it was a lot of the gay boys were like, "We're about to." This round was like all of like the boyfriends of the girls were like, "You need to come see this movie." Oh, I was like, yeah. I was like, ooh, there's a bunch of dudes up here with their girlfriend. I was like, okay. They were like, you need to see this movie. What do you think?
Because their ladies are like this. I would like to see Barbie, and you will not say no to me.
Plus, you will say like yes. The message that came out of it. I think someone posted recently about like some toxic relationships are breaking up. Behind, like if the first of all, seeing that like portrayed in a certain light, and then also like if your partner is kind of like, oh, however they might respond, you might be like, oh, really? Mm-hmm. But anyway, now that I'm doing y'all work out. Y'all need to have a conversation. Don't let the movie like decide what your relationship should be, but it could be an indicator. That's all I'm gonna say.
And like everybody who is like listening and what have you, if you've seen it, strike up a conversation with Joy. That is okay. That I have not seen it. It's okay that I haven't seen it.
See it eventually. Yeah, no. Yeah. So it was really well done. And folks, my friends who had seen it before were saying like the second time you see more, right? It's like kind of like Black Panther and those movies that have those layers that you're like so much at the first round that you have to go back to dig into a lot of the details. So
well, I'm excited. I also have it's coming to me, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse on Blu-ray.
On Blu-ray.
So you're
gonna need a Blu-ray sponsorship. Like, okay,
right?
I'm putting that.
Sony. Sony. Okay. Oh my God. Since I drink water, we could thank the baby Jesus. Thank you for water. I would like a sponsor. Jesus, thank you for water. Every day he's sponsoring me. Shoot. That is true. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna stop. We're gonna go. We're gonna talk about shall we? Which one? Strange New Worlds or Secret Invasion?
Ooh, actually, can we talk about Secret Invasion first? Please?
Yes, please. Go for it.
Especially since that ended a little bit sooner.
Right.
Excuse me as I hydrate. I know it's inspired to hydration. Yes. Right. Well done. First of all, okay, it was only 6 episodes. Right. So that was just like what? What do you mean? Where's my rest of my episodes? Right. The finale. Okay, I can't. You talk about the finale first. I'm gonna just keep my face like that.
Right. You know what? Okay, this is because I was talking to a friend about this. So this is how it goes. The finale, I'm glad that they did it, and I like what they did. Okay. Some people were upset because they're just like, and spoiler alert, y'all already know that Gaia was posing as Nick Fury, right? And a lot of people thought it was Nick Fury and that he was apologizing to him, and then they were like, "Oh, now it's disingenuous." And I'm like this, I go, but is it? Right. Because maybe Nick Fury talked to her. Right. And maybe she was saying the things that to him, is it coming from someone else and not Nick Fury? Yeah, because he had to go do something else. He had to save the planet. He had to save, or, not let us get into a war and what have you with Russia. So I like the ending. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people are like, it started off strong and then it tapered off. And they're like, if they would have just did this, as a movie, this would have been better. And I'm like, I don't completely disagree with that. I
Okay.
really don't.
Yeah.
But would I have changed things? Because that conversation is coming up,
Hmm.
to make it kind of more like the comic book. I'm like, there's just no way.
Yeah.
There's just no way. I mean, they were impersonating superheroes and they were impersonating hell. I mean, if you even look at the comic book, one
In
of
the
them they
comic
were
book. Yeah.
yeah, one of them was Oprah Winfrey. They were impersonating her, and I'm like this. That kind of makes sense a little bit.
Oh no, you
But
didn't.
no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, you're like, you leave Oprah alone.
That's right. What's wrong with you? No.
No. That's a joke.
Okay.
Good Lord. I don't want the hate mail coming towards me. It's like, what about Oprah? What about her? Come on, fight. You know?
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, my thing is I liked it. And first and foremost, this was a Nick Fury series, because they were pushing him out there. He was out in the
True.
forefront, you know.
Yeah.
And I love that a lot of it, or a good part of it, was about him and his wife.
Why? True.
And I
Hmm.
love to see how they met, and how they had their little meetings, and when he
Hmm.
came home, I loved it. I
Right.
loved it. And it's about them making up and learning how to trust each other again. And that part of it made me so happy. It really did. It made me happy. And it was a love story.
Hmm.
Gravik, I
Yeah.
really did like him too.
I know.
And
And he's
Gaia,
great. Mhm.
yeah, I just feel they're such good actors. I feel they were wasted a little bit.
Mm.
I feel they were wasted a little bit, and
Yeah.
I just wish they could have did more. But it was only six.
That part.
Um,
Exactly.
right,
Exactly.
and they should. And the more I think about it, they should have did it as a movie. They really should have, or as a mini. Like, I guess it was a mini series
Pull it
already,
out,
but
stretch it out a little bit. Well, that
yeah,
my feeling was like it did like start really strong, right? And there were the
yeah,
bombs or after at the end of each episode, and then the last episode to me felt like it could have been done in 20 minutes, and then they made it like longer, so it really got it deflated, right? Because there
yeah,
wasn't enough substance to really hold that whole episode, in my opinion, right?
yeah.
And then it also just, I don't know, it just seemed like, okay, now she's got the power of everybody.
See, and that's the other thing. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, she's OP," and this, that, and the other, overpowered,
Everybody.
and yeah, and
I don't know what to do with that.
I I'm waiting to see, because a lot of this
Hmm.
was a setup for the Marvels.
Okay.
A lot of this was a setup for the Marvels, because, like, at the end, he said the Kree want to have peace talks with the
Right.
Skrulls,
Right.
right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
we know in the Marvels we're going to be dealing with the Kree as well as the Skrulls.
Right.
So they're going to address that. I
Okay.
just, I don't know, like this whole series. I just love the whole thing with Nick Fury. I love Kravitz. He was amazing,
He was
and
did a great job.
uh, uh, Amelia Clark was amazing, and the British agent.
Oh my gosh, she's so funny. She's
She was the highlight. She
okay, so
stole
that
it.
was the other thing too. It was kind of like Fury's
Yeah,
like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go to space, and she's still down on Earth, like taking care of business as things are like going completely insane.
yeah,
That was the other part. I was
yeah.
like, he's just sauntering out, and everything is like literally on fire. You're like, oh,
Right.
like,
He did, but
the
I
heck.
will I will say this though.
Mhm.
Come on, the peace talks between the Skrull and the
I mean,
Kree.
I
It,
mean, no.
that is important, because he did promise. He's still trying to keep that promise of finding them a home. And
True, but it's also scary when everybody's now hunting them too, right? So it's hard, right? I don't know. I don't want
yeah,
to call it catch 22, but you're just kind of like
yeah,
now they're outed, right? Everyone's hunting them,
right,
and now you're gonna walk away because you're gonna find them a home, but you're gonna come back and they've been all like murdered. Like, right? I don't.
No, this is what I think. It's even more important that Fury and his wife go there,
Yeah.
And really try to find them a home so that they can get off Earth.
Yeah, well, I hope it happens.
Or if they want to, if they want to stay,
yeah, I mean,
also.
there are some who probably want to stay, but I mean, I think that was the message that you were talking about, especially with his wife and everyone wanting to be in their own skin, right?
Yeah.
And be seen for who they are. So I mean, that was the underlying message on a lot of, hits a lot of levels, but. I don't know. I definitely was underwhelmed with the finale. I did like the whole piece as a whole. I like I did like the story.
I will say that. Yes.
Okay, because they hit us so hard. This first couple episodes, and they were just like, "What?"
Ooh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and two of my.
What happens? I guess it's like the continuation. We have to wait for the next installment.
Well, it's gonna be in the Marvels. It really is. Some of it's gonna be addressed. Some of it's not going to be addressed. But I will say, it did break my heart. Because two of my favorite people died in this. And
yeah. Right. Correct. I was like what?
Maria Hill. Maria Hill has been here.
I mean,
since the beginning in Iron Man.
I mean,
seriously.
And to happen like in the first episode, you're like, serious? What now? Oh, I know what we need to talk about. Because all the speculation about how long has Rhodey been under? How long has Rhodey been replaced?
Oh my God! Everyone was screaming at the screen, like the TV. They were like this. It's like, you've been here for a long time. How long?
Oh, right?
Say the date. Oh my God! Because I kept going. She's like, you've just been here for so long, so. Oh my! Would you? A year? Two? Because right now people are angry because he's still in his robe that looks like from Civil War, where he broke his back a little bit, and if he's been gone that long, that means that hasn't been our Rhodey,
right?
And everyone is like, okay, when did he get abducted?
Right. And you just tell us.
It's like, you need to tell us so we can be mad or not. And I personally hope that they abducted him after the funeral. If
my gosh, you're so right. Yeah. Seriously?
Oh my God. And he was there on I mean, if that was a scroll.
Yeah, no.
I mean, and how he was reacting to Tony dying, I'm like,
that's a good point.
Would he react like that?
Right.
I'm sure he could play sad or whatever, but would he react like that? Oh, and the other thing that I was like with the president, he's like, okay, first of all, get off my planet. And then we're coming after all aliens. That means the Asgardians that are on Earth.
Stop it.
I'm like, what are you doing? And then there's let's look at Endgame, because most of them were aliens who were helping us. Okay? And the Ravengers from outer space, they came down and they helped us.
He's like,
I'm like, you can't. He's like, my planet. I'm like, this. I go, I agree with Fury. He goes like this. This is the stuff of a one-term president. Boom. Get him out. And I think they're going to do that with Thunderbolt Ross. And I think Thunderbolt Ross is going to end up becoming the president. And then they're going to do Captain America. Is it New World Order, or I forget what it's called now. I think it's New World Order. The one with Anthony Mackie.
They did change the title, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. So it did so many different things.
Mhm.
It kind of shot off for the Marvels. It kind of shot off
True.
for
That's true.
the Captain America movie. Uh,
Mhm.
I think it's going to address the Thunderbolts
Oh yeah,
also.
that's right. Okay.
So
I mean,
it
I know
just
they're thoughtful about these things. I have no doubt about that. It just was like,
yeah.
they did leave us hanging like a lot. Like I was like very
They
much like,
I
what
agree. I agree. But I look at it like this.
now? Hmm.
I love the series as a whole. I completely agree with you.
Hmm.
And the other thing I like is it was really good world building. I think
Hmm.
it's going to pay off in the other movies.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's going to pay off in the other movies.
Yeah.
I feel so, especially the Marvels.
Yeah.
It's
True.
really gonna pay off there. So, and
All
when
right.
did Ross get abducted? Because he was with the Okoye at the end of Black Panther: Wakanda
Answer.
Forever, because
You know, you're
she
right.
saved him. When did he get abducted?
Listen, so that's a whole rabbit hole. We need to not go there because we have to move on.
Right.
So it's like,
How long?
I don't
How long?
know.
Give me a number.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're going to
Okay.
transition
We
because
gotta
we
stop.
always like time. We gotta keep
Right.
So, Strange New Worlds.
Okay,
so
you go
much.
ahead.
So much.
You go.
All right, I'm just gonna because let's see. What was the last one?
Season as a whole,
Season
and
as a
then the
whole.
finale.
Okay.
Tell-
All right. Also,
Yeah.
first of all, like I was after you watch the first episode and you watch the second episode and you're like, oh, this is going to be episodic. It's not going to
Yeah.
be serialized, which that's what every time I'm anticipating that we're going to pick up where we left off because
Right.
that first episode we hit the ground running. Like Nurse Chapel and Bango were like, whoa, like high action, like taking care of people, Klingons primarily, right? Was it Klingons? Yes,
It was the Klingons. Yeah, it was during the
and
Klingon
so
War.
that happened, and then we, and like the fact that Spock had taken the ship, and all the things happened, and then we get the second episode, and I was like, oh, we're not gonna talk about that. Oh,
Right.
okay. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So then you have to get into the flow of the fact that it's going to be episodic, and I mean, we appreciate that too, because we like when we're first kind of getting into a new show that they tend to do that cadence of being episodic, and then we get serialized as we go.
Right.
And it was interesting the flow of each episode. So they started off with a bang, and then it kind of like got real slower, and then Then when we got to the crossover with next, then it was like, oh, here we go.
Let's go. Set it off.
And that I love that episode, especially definitely, and of course I love the musical version, which on our page.
Yes, I love it.
So fun. And then the finale was, and I feel like too, especially because I'm also, folks know that I'm re-watching Deep Space Nine, and at the end of a season, and you get that the 2 episodes, so it's more like a to be continued, cliffhanger episode.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that feels like standard. Although I honestly though I think that when they're asking Pike, what are we gonna do? I don't think as a seasoned captain he would have a face of like he doesn't know. That was my only question. I was like, he wouldn't show that face, but I get it because we were doing a cliffhanger. But I'm also like,
I think he would actually, because there was a lot going on. His people are gone. His His girlfriend is, infected.
Mm-hmm.
And just in general,
the captain always has to keep it together. Especially when he is, when he is.
I think he was just taking it in. I mean, even Janeway at times, even Cisco at times, they had like this face of, what the? How am I going to get out of this? But they don't say it.
Right.
Their face says it all.
Right. Yeah. I guess it was just a little. It felt a little too heavy for me, but I get it. Because it was for the dramatic effect of this cliffhanger.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Nobody knows, right? Not even Captain Pike. Right? I mean, honestly, the most of the times you have to figure things out, but you look to the captain to be like, you got to keep it together for your people.
Yeah.
But
well, I think he's gonna pull it together. Like when we see it,
he will.
It's gonna be probably like Una. She's like this. Hey, what are we doing? You know, and snap him out of it. You know, because if he doesn't do what the Admiral says, they're going to war with the Gorn.
Right. Exactly.
And all the other, and they have their people, and they're probably torturing them and civilians and like all.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Like the contrast of the tone of the episode. So like you have like the crossover, then you have where you have the Klingon, not war hero, but anti-hero who comes on the ship, and that was a super dark episode. Like that was dark.
It was really dark. I liked it though. I thought it was really good.
Great. I have to say, Mbenga's character really shines in this season. Like he gets a lot of character development, a lot of texture.
He really did. Mm-hmm. He really did. And so did Nurse Chapel.
Although I'm mad at her. Okay, because Spock's my other boyfriend, and Miss Thang. Okay, she's like, oh, I like him, and now he's like, I like you too, and then she's like, I'm over it.
I could have told you that from the first season, how she was treating people.
I know. She's fickle. She likes to chase. I get it, but I'm also annoyed.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, that is annoying, but I
think part of it is she's afraid to get close to people too. There's that fear, but it also felt like I moved on to my next conquest, which is like being in this program, right? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's kind of cool, and if you know Star Trek lore, from the first one, is that person the doctor who she's going to be studying under on Star Trek with Leonard Nimoy and everything.
Yes,
she ends up getting engaged to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we know, like, they already did it, like, in the crossover when Boimler was like, why is Spock smiling? And then, he was basically telling her, like, in this timeline, like, Nurse Chapel is not, like, significant.
She's not in the picture.
They're not a thing. So we know it's not going to last, but she could have at least lasted an episode. Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Listen, stop playing with him.
You don't hurt him. You don't hurt him
deeply, okay?
Man. Right,
and then he saves you behind, okay?
From the Gorn, a full grown one.
Okay.
He saved you.
That's right. And then
you don't get.
He was like, he's trying to apologize, and she's
I'm
like,
sorry.
We'll talk about this later. I was like, man, do we realize that time is? We don't know if we're gonna have that time. Listen, I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say that. It's like when she was just like this. Stop. We can talk about it later. I'm like, you don't get to.
That's right.
You get to do. Right. He saved you. What you get to do is take his apology, hug him, and then go to medical bay.
And then tell him to call Joy. Okay.
Right. Go back in time and talk to Joy. Talk to her.
2023.
Right. She don't care about your ears, okay? Right. I'm like this. You just give Joy a call, Spock. Okay. You give her a call.
Oh my
gosh.
But no,
don't make me write you a note.
No,
get over there.
No, as a whole, the series was very fun. I like they were very playful with it, and it also got really deep and serious. So it was it's great to see that contrast and how folks do try new things. I know a lot of folks, not a lot of folks, but people who are not like into musicals, totally were like, what the hell? Like
Right.
that was not their jam. But
Right.
seriously, the acapella intro.
Oh
They
god,
had
that was awesome.
and then
That was so
the music
awesome.
was just solid. I mean, music person like
It was solid.
solid writing.
Mhm.
And when I was telling a friend the other day, I was like, when Spock was singing, did I mention that Spock was my other boyfriend? So when Spock was singing, listen, I was like,
yeah. Yeah. But you know who his grandfather is, right?
I mean, yes, we know.
Gregory Peck. Gregory Peck, who was on the Omen. I'm just saying. You're like, that's where your brain would go with Gregory Peck.
Right. I mean, really, Richard. I was not thinking the Omen.
Oh, like, he was on the Omen.
Oh, okay. And that does not speak to his musical abilities. Okay, anyway.
So he sold his soul to the devil so he could sing. Bam.
Stop it.
Put it together.
And of course, the favorites are the Klingons.
That was so funny.
So good.
It was
good.
Oh my god.
I laughed out.
Who was it? Someone said it was like the back like the backstreet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they called it something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I don't even know. It was brilliant though. It was brilliant.
It's on our page. Go check out our page.
I know my friend posted like about the alternate endings were like them singing opera or them being like a boy band, and then they made
boy band.
They made the right choice because that was totally
ridiculous. Yes.
And they were so mortified. Yes. They were just kind of they're trying to hold it in like
just let it go. Let it go. Sing it. But the look on Pike's face when that happened, he was like
I mean, that's the thing, like
that was a good episode.
Have you done musicals? You did musicals, right?
I mean, I was in a cappella choir and musicals, and then
it's like you talk about like doing straight plays or musicals, like said, like that's like how you express your feelings.
Right, so West Side Story.
It leads into that, right? You're like, you talk a little bit, and you're like, I feel like singing.
Right, and I'm going to tell the truth. And I'm going to tell the truth when I'm singing, and I don't care who I'm hurting.
Right. Well, I loved how La'an was like, "Ooh, y'all, we got to watch these songs because we're expressing ourselves."
Right.
A lot of people, and everyone can hear it.
I will tell you this: a lot of people don't know, but the actress La'an, she's done so much Broadway.
Also, I think Uhura as well. Like
Uhura, yes,
most people they have done all of the genres of So
I loved it.
Great with their singing was great.
Yeah, and I do kind of want to. God, what do I want to? Oh, the thing I wanted to say is when I showed it to Tom. Mm-hmm. I showed the first. No, what did I do?
Was it the episode or the season as a whole?
No, it was the episode. So, okay. So what I did was I didn't show the first episode. I showed him the second episode, so it seemed like it was seamless from last season to this one. And then we went back and watched the first episode, and then and that made more sense. To me.
Interesting.
Yeah, it made more sense, and it was. I feel it was more seamless because she got arrested, and then
that's a good point. Yeah. Because that first episode was like, we are going on a total. That's
what are we
like,
doing?
We're not going to talk about what just happened,
right?
Like,
what are we doing? And that's why I showed them the second one, and I was just like, okay. This makes sense, because all of us have been like, okay, are you going to get Una out of jail or not?
Right, exactly.
Is she going to jail for being who she is and something. Yeah.
The
Anyway.
first episode, we needed to get La'an back onto the ship. That was really the part I felt, because she needed to be there for the trial, and also establishing that Nurse Chapel and Omega as, you know, these previous like war like soldiers, mega kick butt people. But it also it was also like what's going on. I get it. I see where it was a setup for things coming down the line, but it also didn't feel like it was a congruent storytelling. So,
well, I mean, but people just, to tell you the truth, people just really wanted to know. It's like, what happened to her? And that's what people were waiting for. That was like the biggest complaint with my friends who watch it. They're just like, we got to wait till next week to find out what's going on with Una. I want to know now. We had to wait.
They did an amazing job with that episode, though.
They really did.
We talked about that previously.
Right.
It was worth the wait. So
it was. I want to say the whole season as a whole, they took some really risky chances, and you know what? They paid off. And I love how they put not just Spock, Pike, and Una, you know, make the stories kind of about them, and everyone else is in the background. It seemed like this season, all the people who, you know, Uhura and everyone kind of got their time to shine a little bit. And I really, really love that. Because they're interesting too. And I mean, if it's an ensemble cast, you kind of got to change it up. It can't always be about Pike or Spock or Una, you know. And I will say, I hope
Pelia like blossoms a little more in this season, the next season. Pelia, character, because I was like, we were like excited for her. Then I was kind of like, I feel like I still don't know anything about her. So
can we talk about Scotty, please?
Oh my gosh! All right, we're almost running out of time, but
I know.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how I love how they actually they got like a Scotsman, a real Scotsman.
Shit, I was like, this is authentic. Yeah, not that I don't love the others. I still love them, but
I love him too.
Straight up, like, you know that's real.
Right. I love how Pelia was his professor.
Oh yes, that's right.
And that's how he got his name, Scotty, from her. So she called him Scott because everyone called him Mr. Scott, you know, Mr. Scott this or Montgomery or what have you. And she's like, Scotty, you know, and that she gave it to him. And I just think that was super sweet. Yeah, I mean, it was super sweet.
I knew as soon as he opened his mouth, I was like, I know who this is, right?
It's Scotty.
You're like,
right.
I know who this is. And plus he's like super mega smart. You're like,
yeah, that's Scotty. I absolutely loved it.
That was a fun addition for the last episode. For sure.
Yeah, and I hope I get to see him on more. But it kind of makes me sad a little bit.
Why?
Because Pelia is, at some point she's going to have to go. And I don't know if Scotty's going to take over immediately. I don't. They may get another engineer, and Scotty has to work his way up or what have you. But I hope Pelia stays on next season. I hope she does.
I guess I was distracted by the fact that we are like having this born and we're in the midst of like a crisis, that thinking like in the future, okay, now we've got an engineer who's coming on the scene.
Yeah,
we need to get her story told before she leaves. That's my.
I agree, and I like that time time travel episode, and you get to see her, and she's on Earth. Just like Guinan. How she was so many aliens on
right
Earth.
In our midst. Okay, listen, we're gonna wrap this up because we are so.
Yes.
But we love you.
We are. Yeah, we love y'all, but we got to go.
We gotta go.
But did you want to leave us with anything? Tell us anything you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to GalaxyCon. I hope you all come out. That would be so fun.
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle on Friday. I'm gonna take myself out. It's gonna be
That
fun.
is gonna be awesome. I am looking forward to the Voyage of the Demeter, and I am looking forward to next week
Ahsoka.
seeing Ahsoka.
Wow.
2 episodes
It's
drop
happening, y'all.
back to back.
Oh my gosh.
So I can't wait.
Good
I think
stuff.
it's going to be fantastic.
Good
So,
stuff.
and I'm gonna be back in college.
Back in
I'm
school.
actually excited. Yeah, I'm actually
glad.
excited.
'Cause
So
I could not do it.
yeah, this was going to be, if I didn't do event planning, and by the way, I'm still taking clients and I am still doing event planning.
So, you know.
This would have been, so you know,
Yeah.
this would have been my second choice if I
Okay.
didn't do event planning.
So
So
you're
I
doing
am,
both and that's great.
yeah, and I'm very happy
Yay.
with it, and I'm gonna help people. I'm gonna help people.
What's
So
really-
I'm excited. So all right, y'all, we
right,
got to
friends.
go.
It's been real.
We love y'all, and we will absolutely see you not next Tuesday, or excuse me, Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that when Ahsoka is on. So we'll talk to you soon, and we got nothing but love for you.
Whoop,
All right,
whoop.
bye.